your assistant, but you'll have this. One thing I want to point out, and I may have said this to you before, is this is your email signature. You can embed this in your in Gmail or your normal Outlook or Yahoo over here. Um,
Okay.
but this review is at the bottom, right? And
Okay.
your reviews, they look like this. It has all of your Zillow reviews, and give me a second for that to pull up. It has all your listings on the right, right? So, and
Okay.
it's got your favorite lead gen links on the left, and even a little what is your home worth over here. So, what you should be doing is taking this hyperlink. Every time you get a review, you probably get notified from Zillow, right?
Yep.
And you should take it over to your listings to leads page, or no, not listings. Just take it to Facebook and tag your client and thank them, right?
Yep.
Because then all their friends are going to see that, right? And
Yep.
so it kind of looks like, and of course, my everything here is slow. But if I tagged you and said thanks for that review, and great working with you, and all that stuff, um, and I paste that link in, it's a pretty bold looking graphic. Let's see here. Lame. Sorry. That's me like blowing it. Like let me be real quick here and fix this. Um, you paste in the hyperlink, and it fetches the preview, and the preview looks like kind of a Hollywood spotlight sort of thing, right?
Yep.
Another
Seen
photo,
that. Yep.
right? So just when you're getting your reviews, take a few seconds and do that.
You got it.
Um, the thing that we probably, the most significant thing that we just changed is, and I think we just did it, is your profile on the preferences. This thing is going to capture more leads with phone numbers. Probably fewer leads, but more with phone numbers. And then you're connecting it to Agent Legend, and there you go. So, in terms of your listings and the call with Dustin Fox, which I just was talking to you about, that guy like blowing his business up with our system. I just want to remind you the tools that you need to use, and they don't all have to do with Facebook advertising. Um, but I'm going to click on the checklist, and I'm going to check on them here. And these are the things that you need to remember: social media for your social media, for your seller, the e-flyer for your database, and the print flyer for nearby homeowners. Now, there are other tools. There's open house sign-in. If you're doing an open house, definitely use that. There's single property websites if you just want more tools to share. This here, your social media, I think, is already auto-posted, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So that happens automatically. But now when people click on it, and I'll just show you right now, the lead capture form does not have the Facebook tool, right? It doesn't. So we'll give it a second to pull it up on Facebook, and you'll. Oh, maybe it's been deleted. So it says it's not available right now. So perhaps your team deletes them after a certain amount of time. I'm going to see if we got it on Twitter though. Yeah. So if I click on that, it's for sale, and that's what it looks like on Twitter. Well, let's see, what is it doing? What is that? Waiting for search all properties. There we go. Sorry for the slowness. But now your lead capture form looks like this. It doesn't have the connect with Facebook. And so people are going to be, the people that fill it out are just going to be, a slightly better quality instead of, because people,
Yeah.
what's
But
that?
before with Facebook, it automatically grabbed their phone number, though, right?
No, it didn't. That's the problem. Even if you had Facebook will not give you their phone number.
Okay.
They won't, not through that button. So that's why I wanted to turn that off. So
Okay, cool.
so that's happening automatically. This tool goes to your address, to your email automatically, and we even give it to you, and we say, hey, you can send this um, to your seller, and you should send it to your seller. And let's see here. What you want to do is just get them this information, and the instructions are in the email.
Okay.
And you want to forward this to your client. Now, if you haven't been doing this in the past, you may need to start adding this to your listing presentation. But it kind of looks like this, right? It's like forward it to your client, call them for 5 seconds and say, hey, you know what? We're doing all kinds of things to get your home sold. Would you put this on your Facebook wall, right?
Okay.
And so the point of this is, obviously, if somebody clicks on that ad, there's a lead capture form, right? And that's great to get buyers. But also the bigger point is, if you're giving this to your homeowners and they're putting it on Facebook, they're now telling all their friends and family that you are their realtor, right? At Delphi Realty Group. And that's the bigger point. This is why you're able to get listings even when you're marketing something that's for sale, because they're telling you, oh yeah, you know. And what if one of your client's friends is thinking of selling their home, and they're like, well, I wonder what they're getting for that. I'm going to click on this and go look at it. And they land on the single property website, and of course it's about the home that's for sale. But also, if you scroll down on this, there is a home value lead capture form, right? It's somewhere down here. I got to find it. But every time, yeah, that was it. Every time you have something that is a virtual tour or a single property website, it's always an opportunity. Anytime you're selling something, somebody is looking at it that owns a home. And that's why we have those things built in there. So definitely, you know, take advantage of them, right? And of course, it's always got lead capture for you. Let's see here. Let's close this. I've got way too much open here already. Let's see. Let's get back. Sorry, Alex.
Vince, quick question.
Yeah.
Right now, the number one way to generate business using Listing to Leads as a tool is what? Facebook, the nearby letters. What's producing the most when you take the whole community of Listing to Leads, of all the people that are your clients, your feedback, what tools are working? Which platform?
Guess what, Alex? It's the four I just checked. Your social media, seller social media, that e-flyer for your database, and the print flyer for nearby homeowner. That's it. Okay. Right? Okay. You just need to use them at every status.
I know.
Right? Now, if you're like most realtors, you might get something out on your Facebook when the home is just listed, and that's it.
Right.
But
I know.
To go from active to under contract, bam, the auto posting goes out. We send you the tools. Use the tools I just mentioned.
Okay.
Right? That's it. Now, you don't need to use the print flyer for nearby homeowners at every status, but you should definitely use it when it's just listed or open house or just sold. You decide.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Those three. But can you use for all three of them? Can you use one for just listed and one for the open house and also one for the sold, or is that too much?
I don't think it's too much. I mean, you know, it's important, especially to local homeowners. If you're holding an open house, all those things are important. It's a time and money question. Do you have time to door knock those, or do you have the money to spend to mail those? Right?
Okay.
It's always relevant, because the letter means something different when it's open house or when it's sold, right? Or just listed. So there is not much more than that. You know how to run ads. You could use landing pages, but honestly, involving your client, involving the print marketing, the nearby homeowner letter is really, really working incredibly well. And so if when you watch this call with Dustin, I asked him, I said, so you've been using this for 2 years, 2.5 years, you're now doing 20 million. How much time per week do you put in this thing? 2 hours. He takes his daughter to ballet and he sits in a Starbucks and works through this for 2 hours, sets up his ads, and gets everything going. So it's not a huge time sink. The tools all work. There's really not much more than getting these 4 functions done at every status.
Okay.
Right? Make sure that
Yep.
you're connected to Costas, Agent Legend. Your settings are right so that you get more phone numbers. And just use.
What about landing pages? Can you go to my landing pages for a minute, please?
Yeah. Give me a second. I got to get to you.
Okay.
I don't think I'm logged in as you. I think I'm logged in as me. So give me a second to get that.
You got to come down here one day, man, so we can go to that Mexican restaurant and hang out a little bit again.
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't seen you in a long time, man. I miss you.
Yeah. Let's see here, Alex. I'm always around. I got a new dog, and boy, that he is just a handful. So that keeps me a little bit busy. Let's see here. Okay. And the thing about
the problem, Vince?
What?
Technology is moving so freaking fast, and there's so many companies out there it's just bombarding us that it becomes a distraction. We need to just focus on a 3-4 different tool.
Yeah.
But there's thousands of tools, and it's you're okay, let me do this now. Let me go try that, and it's just it's just too much,
It is, but and definitely for a company like us, there's always so much noise in the space, right? There's so many people.
Yeah.
And there's always these great stories coming, and sometimes they work, and sometimes they don't. But the thing about it is, give me a second. I gotta find my password thing here. Give me a second here. The thing about it is we know this works, right? And that's why when I was talking to Costas, is if we did a case study between what happens with us and what happens with you at Agent Legend, that can be a really compelling kind of thing going on. And he agreed, and so we decided.
Costas is a really nice guy. He's genuine, just to let you know.
He seems like it. Yeah, just in speaking with him, he seems like it. Let's see here. I gotta get this. Okay, let's see. Give me a second here, Alex.
Sure.
Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. Killing me. I'm actually just trying to get into your account.
That's fine.
And let's see here. And look at your landing pages. I know, buddy. We're gonna move here in just a minute. That. So what did you want to look at?
Okay, so look at all this stuff that I have here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have free home, down payment assistant, all this. I have Concord, for nearby custom landing pages.
Yeah.
Just look at it and tell me if there's some that I should not be in there. If there's anything excessive and it doesn't need to be there, I want to get them out of there.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think East Bay. I think you should get rid of that.
Okay, please do.
It's not. That's just too wide. It's like Contra Costa County. There's Antioch and there's Alamo. That's not going to help anybody. You need to know. You need to be local when you're doing a home value. Pleasant Hill.
I focus on Concord, Pleasant Hill, Walnut Creek. Those are the 3 main cities I focus on.
Okay, so let's just look at Property Valuation Plus for Pleasant Hill. Yeah, so you need a picture.
That's your dog?
Yeah, that's Raw. Yeah, sitting here harassing me.
So when I was thinking about with a photo, I have very professional photos taken of Pleasant Hill downtown.
Yep.
I was thinking maybe I could put that in the background, right?
Definitely. I have a picture I took with my phone of that crescent. You know where the theater is?
Yes.
And
That's exactly the Pleasant Hill. So if I wanted to change that photo of that Pleasant Hill, I would go to that little pencil.
Yep. You go right over here. And let's give it a second. I think it's going slow because it's recording. Right here it says upload image. As soon as you click the pencil, it's here.
Yep. Okay, good. Okay, I'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
So can we just go back and see whatever else that doesn't need to be there? Let's just clean it out and get them out,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. I want to look at advanced options first because you always want
Yeah.
to click on follow up. Yeah, you definitely need to use this. Every time you create a home value page, click on follow up because this sends a monthly update of the value of their home. And
wow.
in that letter, it also has an invitation that says, would you like to have a consultation? So our clients have been turning this on and forgot they ever turned it on. And they end up getting listing appointments, not knowing what in the world happened, right? So we've also just started a new print letter here, which looks just like that other one that I was telling you about, Dustin Fox. But basically, you can kind of edit the language of the letter, and it just has to do with go here and get your free home value. So it drives people from print to that same page.
So it's not a nearby neighborhood. It's just a print, just a regular print that if you want to get a property valuation, correct?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay, so definitely you need to go. You need to get a background picture. If you're going to run Facebook ads, you absolutely have to do that.
I'll take care of that. I'll go in and I'll do that.
Yeah. So I'll close this.
For Concord, I got Todos Santos. For Walnut Creek, I got that. I got all the photos.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what people are going to respond to. Let me close this. Okay, so then if we know that you kind of got that figured out, just make sure you turn on
the follow-up.
Change the picture and turn on the follow-up. That's bare minimum, and then start.
Go back to one of the landing pages again.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to. Give me 1 second. Okay, landing pages here. Okay.
So what did you do to do the follow? You clicked on the pencil, right?
Yeah. Yep. Pencil and advanced options at the top.
Okay, cool. Okay, got it. Okay.
Nearby home sold. Okay, I'm not too familiar with the results out of that. I know that some people use it. If you're gonna, let's just say you're gonna focus on Pleasant Hill, right? And I always focus on one thing at a time. I would say that every other weekend, you run an ad for what's your home value, and then on the alternative weekend, nearby home sold in Pleasant Hill, right? I don't know how you run ads. I know you're pretty familiar with it. I always recommend that when you're running a home valuation ad, and this is probably true for nearby home sold too, when you're running an ad, there's a section that's called placements. And placements, they give you the default, like just do the default. And what that means is they're going to put it on mobile and on desktop. The problem, and this usually fries every agent's mind, turn off mobile. Our sites are mobile optimized, but when it's on mobile, it means you could be standing in line at Starbucks, you could be in a meeting, you could be driving your car, you could be walking down the street, and you click on somebody's ad like yours, and now you got my click, and you're paying for my click, but I'm distracted, so I'm not going to be filling out your form. So if you're trying to run home value ads, turn off the mobile side. It's in the placement section. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, and the Facebook, yeah.
In Facebook, yeah.
Okay.
Then you got
now. But these ads are like when you said between the nearby sold homes, that would be something to use for the nearby letters, right?
No, nearby sold homes it's a home valuation. It's not even a home valuation page. It's a landing page designed for sellers, for seller leads. And what it's saying is, would you like a list of sold homes, right? Buyers are not interested in sold homes. It's usually, let me just put it, I'll put mine in here.
But which one is more effective, this one or the property valuation?
Property valuation by far.
So then so if this is not good, then so let's delete it. Then I don't want to have something there if
Yeah.
it's not doing well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I would focus on doing the 5 tasks that I said, or the 4 tasks rather, and then running a home value add every weekend for $30.
Okay.
And maybe alternate, right? Like Pleasant Hill this week and Concord next week. Actually, you can't filter down by zip code anymore, so there's going to be a little overlap anyway. So some of those people
Right.
will see it, but they'll know, hey, that's the Concord one or that's Pleasant Hill one. But just consistently doing that is what works. You should definitely, I'm going to give you that call for Dustin. You should listen to what he says about the way he runs his ads. Because he actually has a technique that I never had even thought of, and it makes a ton of sense. So
I will definitely watch that.
yeah. And then you got custom landing pages for San Francisco. I'm not sure what you're doing.
I don't delete those then. Those if there's garbage and yeah.
Okay. I mean, we also have like new construction landing pages up here.
That's fine.
And I don't know about down payer assistance, but you know, if you've got a video, you can embed a video right in new construction, right?
Like custom renting, custom landing, like the stop renting, start owning, that's okay. But custom landing page for San Ramon, San Francisco, Concord, probably don't need those, right?
Unless you got something really valuable to say about that, no, you don't.
No, then let's delete them, please.
Yeah. So that's kind of the story, Alex. Those four things on the listing side and running home value adds, and I would suggest that you get into new construction. People love new construction. That you can obviously, a new construction page. There's that new project right over on Pleasant Hill Road, right?
Yes.
You can take pictures of that. Maybe you talk to the developer. You can even run a video in here. You can snap a YouTube video right here on the left, right? And just say, hey, are you interested in new construction in Pleasant Hill? There's always some incentives. You can talk about that in this form.
But the thing is, I would have to go ask them permission before I could even advertise, right?
I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure because I don't know the local rules, but normally agents do that.
But if you were to say between the 4 things, those 4 things that you said, Alex, focus on this. If you could go this number 1, this number 2, this, from all the years that you've been doing this now and the feedback you're getting from the Listing to Leads community and your clients, which one is number 1 right now?
Well, what's number 1 is actually the listing landing page. But the only reason that is number 1 is because that's the one thing that agents use, right? So number 2 would be the print flyer for nearby homeowners, because people use that a lot. But the listing landing page, we can do it automatically, right? And it can go, and people know, like, I want to be on social media. They don't know anything about capturing leads and barely have any real process in how I'm going to effectively market. They just do a couple of things. So the number 1 tool in terms of all leads captured is the listing landing page. And we're doing that for you automatically. So the other tools this seller social media that we send to you, it's something that is often ignored. It is a top tool for actually capturing sellers, because people we're actually saying, hey, we got a home for sale, but because when they click on it, there's also home value, that basically your clients are telling their friends and family that you're their realtor. And so when you get that lead form, people get really high quality listing leads from doing this. So it's something that is easily ignored. We send it to people. They don't want to read the instructions. But that's it. There are other things you can do, and you might get a little bit of, business here and there, but I'm going to focus on these 4. Also,
what about if I want to do a landing page on recruiting new agents? Am I able to use your platform to create a customized landing page for recruiting new agents?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a custom buyer landing page, and you change the forms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Alex, I mean that's it. I'll go through and click.
That's it.
Yeah. Just use those things, and also use those at every status, at least 3 statuses. I don't know if you hold open houses, but
Yes, we do. We do.
can you mark it coming soon?
Yes, we do.
So watch
We
that.
can mark it coming soon until May. After May, it's going to go away.
Okay. Well, you might want to do
So
that.
let you know, after May, you cannot even advertise coming soon to your database or anything. If you get caught, you can get in huge trouble after May.
Yeah, it's horrible. All right. Well,
This is national, all over the United States. They just approved it in November when the NAR came to San Francisco for the NAR in November. They approved it right there. So after May 1st, if you are caught advertising anything like that, you can be in huge trouble.
jeez, that's amazing. Wow. All right. Wow. All right. Well, okay. Well, that's the story. Then
Okay.
just listed. You can hear what he's saying about coming soon, but that obviously is going to fall away. I'm going to send you this call here, but I've also got a better call that I actually did, our get started call this week, and I'm going to give you that, and I'm going to give you the one with Dustin Fox.
Sounds good.
Make sure the leads are going in. Talk to Costas about that.
You got it. I will reach out to him.
Okay, take it easy, and I'm going to be taking off for about a week or so, but then I'll come back and we'll get some Mexican food.
Thank you, buddy. Happy New Year to you and your family.
You too. Happy New Year, Alex. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.